Hello everyone, welcome to the session on management entrance exams after class 12th. So today in this session, I'm going to focus on all the important entrances in the country. Well, there are so many entrances out there, but yes, looking at the national level entrances in particular, which are the ones you should be definitely writing, which will lead you to some of the best colleges, best institutions, or the best B schools in the country. So let's go ahead and start the session. So these are the most important examinations which will come to your mind when you are looking forward to study the 5-year integrated program in management or the BBA or BMS program at the different institutions or the different universities. Why IIM Indore first? Because there's no second thought that IIM Indore is one of the top B schools in the country. In fact, this IPM program, the 5-year integrated program culture, was started by IIM Indore in the year 2011. What makes this program really interesting is its unique pedagogy to start with, but now the placements have been really good. So if you look at the placement figures at the IIM website, you will understand that the average placement of the IPM batch is more than 17 lakhs per annum right now. This program is basically a dual degree program where after completion of the first 3 years, which is your graduation stage or the foundation stage, you get a foundations of management degree and you become eligible to continue the next 2 years and then get the Masters of Business Administration degree. So this is a complete 5-year program with a dual degree option. The total intake for this program is 150 with the usual norms of reservation as proposed by Government of India. This year, they have made certain changes to the selection criteria. Like your selection will depend, your 65% weightage has been given to your performance in the aptitude test, which is IPM 80, and 35% weightage has been given to personal assessment. The scores of this exam are also accepted by IIM Ranchi, which is starting the IPM program from this year, and also by Nirma University, which offers a 5-year integrated BBA plus MBA. So what's the structure of this exam? This is slightly different. यहाँ पे आपको ध्यान देने वाली एक बात है कि जहां पे बाकी एग्जाम्स होते हैं वहां पे एक ओवरऑल टाइम लिमिट होता है. इन IIM Indore IPM 80 paper you have sectional time limit as well as sectional cutoff. So there are 3 sections: quantitative aptitude, short answer type, where there is no choice given. You have to calculate your answer and you have to type your answer. Then there are 2 sections, one on mathematics, which is a multiple choice question, and the other one on verbal ability, which is again a multiple choice section. These 2 sections have 40 questions each with a negative marking provision. So जो पहला सेक्शन है शॉर्ट आंसर टाइप का, उस पे कोई भी नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं होता है, सो यू कैन डेफिनेटली टेक अप योर रिस्क. But for the other 2 sections, multiple choice, which are, there will be negative marking. So for every correct answer, you get 4 marks, and for every incorrect attempt, आपके 1 number deduct कर दिए जाएंगे. The next IIM to start the similar program is IIM Rohtak, which started the IPM program in the year 2019. Yes, they will be admitting the 3rd batch in 2021, but here one has to be really cautious. ऐसा नहीं है कि the moment you get entry into the IPM program, you will be automatically considered for last 2 years of MBA as well. You have to be really consistent in your performance and ensure कि आपका जो CGPA है वहां पे, while you are studying for the first 3 years, you have an overall CGPA of 5 and above to continue and go to the next level, which is the MBA part. This is again a dual degree program. What is unique about the IPM program is when you complete your first 3 years, जो last के 2 साल होते हैं, the final 2 years, which are focused completely on management education and the specializations, you become part of the upcoming MBA batch. So जो students CAT के through select होकर के आते हैं, आप उनके साथ ही पढ़ाई करते हो. So there is no segregation as such. IIM Rohtak has made some changes in the entire selection process of the IPM program, but this year the selection will be based on your performance in the aptitude test, which is the written online test, followed by personal interview for the shortlisted students, which will have 15% weightage, and they're also giving weightage to your class 10th and class 12th marks. 40% weightage has been assigned to your performance in class 10th and class 12th. What's the structure of the program? You have 3 sections over here, but unlike IIM Indore, यहाँ पे कोई भी sectional time limit नहीं है, मतलब overall time limit है आपका यहाँ पे, so there is no sectional time limit as such. आपका total overall 120 minutes का time मिलता है, so you don't have any sectional time limit, so आप easily section to section move कर सकते हो. A total of 120 questions to be done in 120 minutes, and there is a negative marking provision. So every incorrect attempt will get you a negative or a deduction of 1 mark, +4 for every correct attempt. So that's a different pattern if you compare it with IIM Indore. So next exam for the IIMs is going to be JIPMAT. What is JIPMAT? JIPMAT is going to be the joint IPM admission test for IIM Bodhgaya and IIM Jammu. Yes, these two, along with Ranchi, are the new IIMs which are starting the IPM program from the academic year 2021. And they will be going for a single common entrance examinations for selections to the IPM program. This exam again will be an online examination to be conducted by National Testing Agency. IIM Jammu places the conditions that you have to have a minimum 6 CGPA to continue with the MBA program. But IIM Jammu will also give you 3 exit option, जो National Education Policy के lines पे based है. So if you complete the first year and for some reason you have to leave the program, you'll be getting a certificate. If you continue for 2 years and for some reason you are exiting after the second year, you'll be getting a diploma. After 3 years, you become eligible for the BBA program, Bachelor of Business Management की degree आपको मिल जाएगी. और अगर आप continue कर जाते हो for next 2 years, then you'll also be getting your Masters of Business Administration. So that's how the programs are structured. Both IIM Jammu and IIM Bodhgaya have kept the intake at 60 for this particular year, and definitely they are going to have a joint entrance examination. Most of you would be familiar with this exam, which is DU Joint Admission Test. Delhi University का जो joint admission test होता है for BMS, BFIA, which is Finance and Investment Analysis का program, and the Bachelor of Business Economics का program. पहले क्या होता था, for these 3 courses there was an exam called DU-JAT, और अगर आप BCom honors simultaneously apply करते थे दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में तो merit based admission होता था, which means आपके class 12th के marks के basis पे admission होता था. But now, because even for BCom honors and other programs आपका entrance आने वाला है, which is CUET from this academic year itself, so hopefully ये भी हो सकता है कि DU-JAT को replace कर दिया जाए CUET से और एक single entrance के through सारे courses के लिए admissions चालू हो जाए. But if I look at DU-JAT, what has been the structure, I am going to explain you that. अगर DU-JAT retain होता है, so one of the most important things you have to remember is to be eligible for this joint admission test for Delhi University BMS, BFIA and BBE program, you must have you must have mathematics in your class 12. Once the exam is conducted, the final merit list जो होता है, the final merit list is prepared on these criteria. Your written test, which is DU-JAT, gets 65% weightage, और आपके जो board marks होते हैं, best 4 जिसमें consider किया जाता है, उसका 35% weightage होता है. If you look at the intake, 659 for the BMS program, 150 for the BFIA program, and 510 for the BBE program, so more than 1300 seats on offer. But agar DU-JAT hota hai, so this is the structure which has always been there. So a section on mathematics, a section on reasoning, a section on English, and general awareness. What is unique about the mathematics section of DU-JAT, जो 25 questions होते हैं, उसमें 22 to 23 questions जो होते हैं, वो higher maths level के होते हैं, which means the concepts which you have studied in class 11th and 12th. So 120 minutes का paper, 100 questions to solve. Then आपका एक और बड़ा एग्जाम होता है, which is NPAT, NMIMS programs after class 12. जो नार्सी मोंजी यूनिवर्सिटी है, NMIMS यूनिवर्सिटी जो है, उसके मल्टीपल कैंपसेस और मल्टीपल प्रोग्राम्स के लिए वो एक सिंगल एंट्रेंस कंडक्ट करती है. सो इफ यू लुक एट दिस 5-6 programs, for all these programs they have a common entrance examination which is known as NPAT. If I talk about the overall intake to this program across all the campuses, then BBA you have close to 1260 seats, BCom you have close to 720 seats, BSc Finance में 360 seats हैं, Liberal Arts 120 seats, and BBA Branding and Advertising they offer 180 seats. 3 programs, BBA, BCom, and BSc Economics program. If you're seeking admission to these 3 programs, you must have mathematics or statistics as one of the papers in your class 11-12. 100-minute paper comprising 120 questions, no general awareness section. So you have mathematics, you have reasoning section, and you have English language section, no negative marking as well. Symbiosis, how can we forget this name? When we are talking about undergraduate programs, Symbiosis is one name that definitely comes to our mind. When we talk about Symbiosis, then definitely we know that there are 4 different campuses. The Symbiosis has campuses at Pune, Noida, Hyderabad, and Nagpur. We are specifically talking about the undergraduate programs. But जो ये courses हैं undergraduate पे, इसमें हर course हर campus में available नहीं होगा. BBA is something which is not available at Hyderabad campus. In fact, most of the programs, these programs will not be available at Hyderabad campus. So what is this SET General exam all about? SET General is a single or a common entrance examination, Symbiosis Entrance Test General, a common exam, a single common entrance examination for all these courses, Bachelor of Business Administration, BBA in Information Technology, BCA, Computer Applications, the Mass Communication program at DUG level, BSc Honors Economics, and the Liberal Arts program. So if you are thinking about applying any of these programs, then you have to write a single entrance, which is SET General. So if you look at the intake, SCMS Pune BBA के लिए 240 का intake offer करता है. I'm not considering the foreign nationals quota, which again has 60 seats, but 240 Indian nationals. SCMS Noida जो BBA program offer करता है, वहाँ पे 300 seats available हैं. SCMS Nagpur offers 180 seats for the BBA program, but then 25% of the overall intake will be reserved for students from Nagpur. So they have a special Nagpur domicile criteria. 25% of the overall seats will be reserved for them actually. Then School of Economics, Symbiosis School of Economics at Pune, which is offering the BSc Honors Economics program, they have 130 ka intake. Liberal Arts, 100 seats are there. The Mass Communication program at SCMC Pune has 120 seats. And the computers related program, which is BCA and BBA Information Technology, you have 150 seats at Symbiosis Institute of Computer Studies and Research, which is located at Pune. Last 2 साल से, which means 2020 से लेकर और इस साल, the structure or the pattern of the exam has changed because of the pandemic. Last year 2020 में इन्होंने ये exam home proctored format में किया था. इस बार वापस center based exam कर रहे हैं, but they have not changed the structure, so they have limited the number of questions. That might be the reason, but yes, the paper has been reduced to 75 questions from 150 questions and 150 minutes. So abhi ka jo latest pattern hai, which is for 2021, maybe they might revert back to the previous pattern where they'll have 150 questions to be done in 150 minutes in 2022. But if you look at the current pattern, that says that you'll have 75 questions to be completed in 75 minutes. And जो second stage होता था पहले, जो अगर आपने written test clear कर लिया, and then when you had to appear for written ability test and personal interview, written ability test has been integrated along with the paper itself. So once these 75 minutes will be over, उसके बाद 30 minutes का window start होगा, जिसमें आपको written ability test और essay writing exercise जो होता है, वो complete करना होगा. वो evaluate तभी होगा जब आप cut off clear कर लोगे. अगर आपने cut off written जो aptitude test है, उसका cut off clear nahi kiya, your written ability test part anyways will not be evaluated. But if you clear the cutoffs and you are moving to the personal interview round, your WAC scores has to be evaluated. So uske liye wo aapka essay writing exercise ko bhi evaluate karenge. There is no negative marking, so obviously the cutoffs are on the slightly higher side because our intellectual friends definitely take the chances. You guys definitely will be taking chances when you have no negative marking, and that's definitely the strategy you should be looking forward to. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Christ University, definitely is on your radar. Five campuses, in fact, but Bangalore में ही 3 campuses हैं. Central campus है, 2 और campuses हैं उसके अलावा, and we have a campus in Delhi NCR, which is in Ghaziabad, and then there is a campus in Lavasa, which is a hill town near Pune actually. So they have the campuses in 3 different cities or towns, and definitely they have 5 campuses. But if we are to look at the common entrances which are related to management programs like BBA Finance and Business, BBA Honors, BBA Business Analytics, BBA FinTech Honors, BBA Tourism and Travel Management, and BBA Decision Science, if you are looking forward to any of these programs or multiple programs from among these choices, then you have to write CUET, Christ University Entrance Test. What comes into CET? ये थोड़ा different है. यहाँ पे apart from the regular stuff, जहाँ पे English, Maths, Reasoning, Data Interpretation, GK, but इसके अलावा there is a section called Fundamental Accounting. So accounting related कुछ questions होते हैं, 10 questions होते हैं, 120 questions to be done in 90 minutes with no negative marking. So that was about Christ University. और कौन से एग्जाम हो सकते हैं? IP यूनिवर्सिटी है दिल्ली में, गुरु गोविंद सिंह इंद्रप्रस्थ यूनिवर्सिटी, जिसके तहत कुछ 25 कॉलेजेस हैं. There are some 25 plus colleges which are part of IP University, and together they offer more than 5,000 seats for the BBA program. They have morning shifts as well as evening shifts ka concept. One of the important aspects about IP University is the reservation criteria. While definitely those caste-based reservation, society-based reservation is already there, but there is also a provision of 85% reservation for students who are from Delhi. Now, what is this concept of Delhi? Does it include NCR? No. The concept clearly says that if you have studied in a school and given your board exams from a school which is located in the territorial boundary of Delhi, this does not include NCR. मतलब जो दिल्ली के अंदर है, नेशनल कैपिटल टेरिटरी ऑफ दिल्ली के अंदर है, अगर आपने वहां से अपनी स्कूलिंग की है और आपने अपने 12th का एग्जाम स्कूल से अपियर किया है, then you will be considered eligible for these 85% reservation. IP University for a long time was conducting offline examination. This is also now an online examination. 4 sections, English, GK, logical reasoning, and there instead of mathematics, they have a section which is management aptitude and communication skills. So these are the 4 sections where you have 100 questions to be attempted in 120 minutes. So last but not the least is St. Xavier's, Mumbai, one of the finest colleges in the country. And St. Xavier's Mumbai, despite being part of the University of Mumbai, is also an autonomous institution. It's an autonomous institution. So most of the decision they are free to take, and they are also a Christian minority institution. So basically, quite a number of the seats would be reserved for students belonging to this particular community. Nevertheless, the total intake for the program is 60. And to be eligible for admissions, you have to write that entrance, and the final merit list consists of your performance in the entrance examination, which accounts for 60%, and the other 40% is given to your class 12th performance, class 12th marks. Five sections out there: English, reasoning, data interpretation, maths, and general knowledge. A total of 100 questions to be done in 120 minutes. कोई नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं होता है, सो यू कैन टेक योर रिस्क ओवर देयर. इस एग्जाम को क्लियर करने के बाद इफ यू क्लियर द कट ऑफ्स, द फाइनल मेरिट लिस्ट में आपका नाम तभी आएगा जब आपके बोर्ड्स के परफॉर्मेंस में जो 40% वेटेज है वो क्राइटेरिया अच्छा होगा, आपने अच्छे मार्क्स सिक्योर किए होंगे, 60% वेटेज आपके इस टेस्ट के परफॉर्मेंस को दिया जाएगा. So these are broadly the most of the important examinations, but these are some of the exams which you should be definitely targeting upon, irrespective of your geography, irrespective of your location. Believe me, entrances are easier. We make it complicated. तो अगर ढंग से मेहनत कर रहे हो या करने वाले हो in future exams में अगर लिखना है, so please go ahead, work hard. You will definitely be cracking this examinations. So go ahead and start your preparation too if you're planning it for 2022, 2023. For those appearing for 2021, here's wishing you all the best. Go ahead and give your best shot in these exams, but do apply to the best of the colleges. Thank you so much from the entire CL family.